What up, folks? Welcome back to ULTRAZILLA Toys, and today I have a review of the Toy Tokyo New York Comic Con exclusive Super Robot Daimos. This is a giant 18-inch vinyl figure. The company is either Collectormates or Mindstyle. The box has both, and I'm not 100% sure because I cannot find that much information on it. But it's cool, and it's something I found at New York Comic Con at the Toy Tokyo booth. I saw it on the first day, and I was kind of wowed by it. There was two versions of it. The normal color Daimos, but it was like battle damage, and that looked pretty bad. But this cool metallic version kind of stood out to me because it kind of reminded me of the old Shogun Warriors figure of this, which is, my first exposure to this character. The series was brought over here in a series called Starbirds, and Daimos was called Dynamo. I believe the Shogun Warriors figure was still called Daimos though. But that Shogun Warriors figure had a similar paint scheme to this. I think there was like black in the arms and and the legs, but I remember the blue face, and like certain aspects of this design, this color scheme was present there. And my other exposure to this character was when I went to Italy when I was a kid. It's how I got my exposure to a lot of super robots. It was like on nonstop on one of the channels there, and I watched so much of it. So I'm just gonna get in here to be able to move around this guy around. So yeah, when I saw him at New York Comic Con, I was very, very surprised, and I knew I wanted it, but he wasn't in the budgeted plans for exclusives because I just didn't know about it. Thankfully, I didn't care for the NECA Villains Arcade set at the time, so I took those funds and I put it into this guy, who was a little bit more than that, but this is a big guy, and for me personally, well worth it. He's really cool. He's done up in this like metallic paint scheme again, and I think it really works here. Except that the paint isn't like 100% clean, and that's the big problem here is not clean paint apps, which is kind of sad, considering it was like a good 120, 125, something around there. But otherwise, but you know what? In my experience, vinyl figures don't tend to have like great paint apps. Still, whenever they're pricey, you expect a little more. So here he is a little closer. He's pretty cool. The paint is, again, done in this like glossy metallic colors. I love the blue on his face, looks really nice, and the blue on his arms and legs just really pop. The red is done in like kind of this like darkish crimson metallic red, which is really nice, and it stands out nicely again with the blue metallic, like electric blue there. The green on his chest is really nice, like a really cool emerald green. Dig that. The gold is kind of muted around, but it's cool. And then you got silver on the legs and light blue on his feet, which I kind of dig. So some nice colors on this guy, but again, it's not applied super great. You can see a lot of it down here, and you got some little paint mishaps, some red spilling out on the inside of his helmet. On the back, I don't really care that much, honestly. But yeah, it's not perfect. It could have been perfect. It would have been nice if it was perfect, but it's not. You also have some weird, like, I don't know if it's like bubbling in the paint or on the sculpt itself, but on his chest there. But the sculpt itself is nice. I dig it. Like, this is like a classic style figure, like very reminiscent of the Shogun Warriors. Just in stature, it gives me that like old school vibe that I really dig. I like his face. It's like also like it's like that classic look, very Voltron-esque, and Daimos was actually created by the same was it the same studio that created Voltron, or the same team of creators? One of those that created Gold Line, I should say. So that's pretty cool, since Voltron's like my all-time favorite. Yeah, he's in the family, you know. I really like this guy. He's cool. He's got some yellow eyes. I didn't mention that before, but they're really light. But it's cool. And then you got like some wheels on his head. This forms a ship. There's a little helmet. And you got wheels on the back of his feet there, you know. Because, you know, like all these robots, it combines. It was a combiner, so a little different ships and stuff. Articulation on this guy, very simple. He's just got some head swivels, some arm swivel at the shoulders, and waist swivel. That's it. You know, it's a vinyl figure. You don't get that much out of them. Sometimes you get more. You know, sometimes you get some leg kick, but in some of these robots, you kind of don't. You know, but I like it. You know, like he's got this cool backpack here, like a little jetpack. So not bad at all. A really neat find for me. I just want to show off the box if you haven't seen it, because while this guy in the case like really attracted me, it's like when I saw the box that I knew I really needed it, because I love boxes. I love, you know, if you check out my Facebook page, I usually post a box art nerd post, like going over boxes, and I went over this one a while back, and it's really good. It comes with this like extra sleeve here that I could take off right now to show you the full image. I usually don't show off the boxes, but I think this is one worth checking out. Now this is the classic style of Daimos right there. It definitely looks like some Starbirds cover art that I've seen for like the DVDs and such. Some really nice drawing, awesome logo. And I just want to read out here. It does tell you who designed it somewhere. Oh, is it on the sleeve? It might be on the sleeve. Daimos sculpted by Jerry Santos and painted by Stephen Yang. Good job, guys. You know, color scheme is great. You know, whoever did it at the factory though, you know, don't quit your day job. Paint inside the lines. I'm just gonna take away this background now, get a little chaotic, because I'll show him against some other figures, and some dudes are in the back here. Here he is against Fortress Maximus from Titan's Return here. And with his brother Voltron. This is the Jumbo Voltron from Toynami. How about Legendary Defender combined with Voltron? So you can really see, you know, 2 inches there does a lot, because this guy's 16 inches tall. So, you know, that's a good comparison. Although, I feel like even taller than that. And actually, he must be, because this guy is like 20, like 18 inches himself, I believe, or 19 inches. I will get to the bottom of that one. But I thought he was supposed to be 18 inches tall. But yeah, this guy, you know, this is K2SO, obviously, big figs. And one last one, how about the NECA Godzilla? Can you even see him on screen? This is the NECA Big Godzilla. Oop, K2SO, he went down. But this guy's pretty cool. I really dig him. Can't say, you know, can't say more than that. He's a cool figure. Not for everyone, obviously, this type of figure, but I like it. I'm glad to have him in my collection. Alright, so I went and got a ruler before I end this video just to make it official, because definitely something is off about my information on the size of this guy. Yep, he is just over 22.5 inches tall. So he's a big guy. He's a really big guy. I mean, bringing back K2SO here, K2SO is 20 inches tall. So there you go. That's a big difference. Yeah, I thought so. You know, like, he seemed bigger than what I was saying. So yeah, and the Jumbo Voltron is like 24 inches tall, so that should have made a lot of sense. And I brought in Legendary Defender Voltron there. That's when it all got weird for me. It just seemed out of place, size-wise. But yeah, this I like it, you know. Again, very, very cool figure. Very glad to have him in my collection. Something super unique. I mean, this is like, you know, one of the more artsy toys, you know. But it's of a very cool super robot. So... also, the Daimos is also related to Voltus 5 and Combattler. I believe the three of them in Japan were like part of like, they were like a trilogy of some sort. I'm not exactly sure how they all connect, but I think I remember reading that a while back. So, anywho, just another little tidbit before I ended here. If you can like, comment, subscribe here, I would super appreciate that. And if you could share this video, that would be really awesome, because there's not much coverage of this out on the internet at all. So, and definitely he's got fans, so the more people that know about this, the better. Unfortunately, on Toy Tokyo's website, they have, you know, raised the prices of this to about $175, so it's not cheap. But it would be cool to get more people to know about this anyway, because it is a nice piece. Alright guys, and if you could check out my Facebook page, ULTRAZILLA Toys, I will have pics up of this guy as well. And until next time, peace out peeps.